Welcome back for video 2 of Call of Cthulhu. Last time we took the case of Sarah Hawkins to find out what happened to her and her family and made our way to Darkwater Island, which is so far our only lead. I noticed this guy fishing out here and thought he might have something interesting to tell me. I thought wrong. He had nothing. Anything around the docks? No, it doesn't look like it, but I was given some information, so I only have 1 point available right now. I'll hang on to that. Darkwater Port. At the entrance to the port of Darkwater, one still passes in front of the shell of the Scylla, the last whaling ship to have brought back a catch. Sailors wander the docks looking for some small job for the day. A gang of bootleggers has set itself up here and is gnawing away at the territory of Captain Fitzroy, the last sailor to own a boat capable of making the round trip between the island and the mainland. Here, the golden age of whale hunting is but a distant memory. Okay, that's just not going to go away until I spend the point. See what's going on over here.
The police do their work. Hey, Sullivan, can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots!
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh yeah?
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
Ask about the warehouse for now.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
The latter.
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Okay,
Put that beast
I
back in the water, you
fucked up and now I
shysters! You're
can't ask him
crazy.
about it.
They're cops. They can't
The
understand.
blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
They're
Talk
cops.
to you?
They
Can't talk to you.
understand.
Okay.
Damn stupid idiots!
Forget it. Nobody listens to us.
So we've got what they're calling an omen on the dock. Dead killer whale.
Seas have drunk. There's nothing to sort out. Your chum wanted to stir
Nothing for
us
you
up.
here either. Beat it.
You can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
Alright, fine. What about you? You got anything to say? Nope. Here. Prohibition, January 16th, 1919.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Alright, well, he told us there'd be a surprise for us in the bar, so let's go find out. Charming. Ha!
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Hold to test eloquence, hold to test strength. Well, let's try eloquence.
Yet you served this man, and you can't say he's been on his best behavior.
He's a regular. It was you who provoked him by turning up with your mainland manner.
You mistake my manner. I ask nothing more than to become a regular as well, which will be difficult if you refuse to serve me.
I hope you're less talkative when you're drunk.
No, I'm more.
Try me.
We'll see.
What do I want to go with here? Well, let's start up by ordering a drink.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
Maybe it'll
I
put him in a
wouldn't say
better
no
mood.
to a glass.
Try this.
I think we'll get along well.
Alright, let's see if we've plied him a little bit with money.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
I can understand
It was a
that.
tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Well, let's ask about why we're here.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings.
Just her.
Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Oh, how do I want to approach this? Let's go with this one.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Okay, fair point. You got me.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
All right.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
You've said enough. Yeah, why not?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
That's fair.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
She.
That'll be all for now.
Let's wander a little bit.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Chanty, 21st May 1847. Miraculous catch. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater Port late on Tuesday afternoon. Locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff at the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. Miraculous catch is what the was called the last catch of their whalers in 1847. Although whales were disappearing from the zone of Darkwater, the crew of the Scylla made a gigantic and monstrous catch that saved the island from famine. They still celebrate this catch, and an article from the Times still decorates the bar. Strange how the memory seems so alive, as if it was maintained by the survivors. Stranded Whale, a bar where liquor is served with impunity. The last thing I expected to find when I arrived on this island. The Stranded Whale is its name, and it's managed with an iron hand by the owner, a certain Mitchell. He does not tolerate troublemakers and fiercely protects the identity of his supplier. All the inhabitants of the area seem to go there, and I even saw what looks to be a truce between the bootleggers and the sailors. Roy Mitchell, 55, owner of the Stranded Whale Bar, runs the only bar on Darkwater. Prohibition has no hold on the Stranded Whale, and sailors come to seek some comfort in Mitchell's whiskey. The man therefore knows, more than anyone, the secrets and rumors that the inhabitants of the island exchange after a few glasses. Mitchell is devoted to the golden age of whale hunting, if the numerous trophies that decorate his establishment are anything to go by. The man will talk freely on this subject, of which he is so keen, but he will be far less enthusiastic if one was to inquire about the source of his liquor. And that's just that again.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
Asylum staff.
So we'll do it again. The girl, doctor. Golden. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
Holden.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Those are some interesting tattoos and scars.
My God.
I'm sure it won't be important.
You like our song?
Sure.
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
Okay.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
I mean, yeah, that was kind of fucked up, Ed.
Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
All right.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you
right.
farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Get to her in a minute. Go here. Locked. Tragic.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Well, fine. This place is...
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
$50, 68. Miss Baker, always free for the lady. Interesting. Kind of a strange lamp there. Well, the captain did say he had a file we should take a look at. This door. Another entrance. Just another entrance. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna poke around your stuff.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. Okay.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Sure can. I have found the bathroom. Now I shall leave.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Not a bad model. I guess he doesn't mind me exploring his stuff. The second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. Alright, let's take a look at this. Yep, okay, it goes up 2% every time you find one of those books. Nice. Climb the ladder. Is there anything up there? No. Up the stairs.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Photograph a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg.
What a macabre souvenir.
Oh, that's the wooden leg. Okay. What did that say about? Same thing. Okay. Back down we go.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
All right.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? That's an interesting question. It did look... Yeah, that's all scribbled out and redacted. He sure poofed quick. Oh, that's the bell.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
No, I'm not gonna die. I'm just gonna go insane. Good Lord. Alright, let's begin at the beginning.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor.
I did.
It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
It's true.
I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come, come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
Nah, he's far too mysterious for that.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Makes sense.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla.
Oh.
His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I did. Now, the big question.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my
Touch the
affairs.
nerve.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Alright, I won't.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Alright, I haven't moved that. Good.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Yes. Let's be a little. He wants to play games. We'll play games too.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Usually a problem.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
They could.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
Well, looks like that's all I'm going to get out of him.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Sure. More diary information. Got 2 character points now. Which is not enough to do anything, really. So I'll continue to hang on to them. James Fitzroy, 45, captain of the Charybdis. The only boat that still sails between Darkwater and Boston. His base is the harbor master's office, from where he misses nothing that happens on the island. Inhabitants of Darkwater respect him, the bootleggers despise him. Offered to help me in my investigation. And that's just the paperwork again. They seem to be moving off. Which frees me up to do a little more exploration.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends.
Indeed.
You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
I'm not going to go back to the captain just yet. Not for one little tidbit. Lever activates the
handle.
mechanism.
It must come from these old winches.
Alright. Let's see if I can figure out where that goes. Ratchet device.
This ratchet device seems to be usable. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Like there's still hidden stuff to find. I'm just searching the ground here.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Up the ladder.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Uh-huh. Handle. Ratchet device. Okay, there's a piece still missing. Can't get over there. Back down the ladder. Alright, there's gotta be a gear or something around here. Mm-hmm.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Ognib.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
Well, get to it.
Damn, I broke it.
Oh, you idiot. I get it? I don't even think it opened at all. Nope. There's no way to lift it from that side. There's got to be a way up to that door. It looks like the only chance I had to get in from this direction is screwed up, so...
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
I ain't telling you shit. Do something.
Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Getting into that warehouse.
Oh, I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm going to have to deal with her.
Alright. Where did she drop me off? On the other side of the wharf. Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah,
Boom.
we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Let's see if we can get more on her.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Alright, so jobs?
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Understandable.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Sure. Alright, what is in here?
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with you-know-who.
I bet that you hid them somewhere in your hut on the docks.
Not even. And don't go looking there.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Okay, so they're the ones that are supposed to be guarding. Well, let's go talk to him. What could go wrong?
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
You won't. Let's try some eloquence.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Well, I tried. Didn't work out as well as I'd hoped.
Where do you think you're going?
Let's play dumb.
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
Try eloquence again.
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Fine,
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Okay.
Damn stupid idiots.
They're not being
Get it.
as
Nobody listens to us
standoffish as I
anyway.
thought they would be.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
There's something on the wheel.
He's gonna get us into trouble.
These
it's-
wounds. I know of no animal that could have inflicted.
Don't put
Same
that
thing.
piece back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something
Oh, these
coming.
cops are useless.
Something real bad.
I think those are the same two that were... No? No, those are two different sailors. Alright.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down.
It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Well, their faces are different. It's just the clothes that are the same. And being an island of down-on-their-luck fishermen, that makes sense.
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island. But I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type. You're back again.
You gonna tell me where they are?
What can I do for you?
You're not gonna tell me where they are.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
So I have to find an entrance to the sewers.
You again. What can I get you?
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Alright, so...
Charles Hawkins owed you a lot of money. Do you know if he had problems?
I don't know the details, and it's not my business. Money or not, he was always welcome in my bar. The Hawkins family was always much appreciated on the island.
There's nothing else I want to ask.
That'll be all for now.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message. Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. It's something that I respect. So understand by that, if I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
Fuck it.
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly, but it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I've got a few questions about the island.
I'm not here to give you information. Mitchell will tell you what he wants to tell you.
I think we're done
I won't
here.
bother you any longer.
I raise my glass to this excellent suggestion.
I'll deal with you later.
She will do it again, you know. Oh, the girl doctor.
Let's see if I can find an entrance to these sewers. This car's still in the way, so I'm not getting through here.
I bet you don't see one like her every day, do you?
Yes, Cat is an extraordinary woman.
Damn right. There's nobody more intimidating than her on the docks. Except the captain, of course. But you're lucky that she left you alive. She must think that you can be of use to her. With that, please do excuse me, because I'd prefer not to be seen talking with you for too long.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble.
Can't get in through there or through there. Doesn't open. You have nothing to say. Where do you? Aha! We can go a little farther down the docks.
Damnation, I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Can't get in there. I'll need to put some more points into investigation. There's some interesting symbols. Saint Brendan the Navigator. Alright, it looked like there was a gap in the fence over here. I will try to go through that. Okay, or not. Apparently Ed's useless. He can't pull himself up onto a ledge. Even one that's only waist high. Everyone is stonewalling me.
Something coming. Something real bad.
I don't think there was anything else down on the docks. Nope. Well, it looks like my only option is to go back in. Which seems like the worst of ideas, but... an only option is an only option. Gotta be a way to get up there. Well, there's no way at all to open it from there. Maybe this time he'll be ready to block a knee to the nuts. She didn't show up. Fuck it, just be blunt. Tell her I need to get into that warehouse. No upstairs in the bar.
Hey, Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight.
Yeah.
Huh. You didn't. So tell me.
What happens if we lie this time?
I'm fascinated by the history of the whaling station.
Huh. You certainly don't lack style. But enough of the jokes. You reek of private eye. Who did you come for?
The Hawkins family.
Now why doesn't that surprise me? A little advice, though. If you want to survive more than a day...
Yeah.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
Think it over. I've seen what you're capable
What up, Lethal?
And you didn't miss me.
I accept the compliment. Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to lose her in there somehow.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me.
Yep.
And I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
I see no other way, so fine.
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective. Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley, I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I play video games on the internet. I'm a fucking nerd. You know, you could move with a purpose.
It's fine. He's with me.
Oh, okay.
Guessing this is my way in. He's got more points in investigation than me.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
All right. That is... I like it. I like it. That's where I'm going to leave off this video. See you all in the next one.